sign in, please?
Hi, our laptop island is unfiltered internet for you to use for homework, browsing, or whatever you want. We trust that youth know what is appropriate in the public environment, and in keeping with the violence-free policy, we ask that people don't watch violent videos. You can do whatever you want, browse the web, homework, chat, Skype, and print whatever you need. The studio is here for you.
Hey folks, how's it going? This right here is the recording studio. This is an awesome place for anyone who wants to get into recording for the first time, whatever you do music-wise, whether it be hip-hop, you're doing free verse, any kind of poetry, any type of singing. This is a great place to do it. The way the studio works is you can sign in 2 days a week and for 2 hours, 2-hour intervals, so 4 hours in total. Great place to go if you first want to get into making music. I highly suggest it. You should come check it out. Beliefs are dear departed in the darkness when I roam the streets, knowing that he don't believe and hold it on alone. Or teens he scolded God for folly seats, and when his soul flew in the creek, I'd go if I could only sleep. Floated by some phony dreams, sorted by the old reprieve, and grows inside a conscious keen. Regardless, I can hardly breathe.
This is our giant TV that was donated to the studio, where we can play video games on our Xbox or Wii, watch Netflix, or even show presentations. The TV is welcome to be used by anybody, and if you don't know how to use it, just ask the staff. How do you jump? I don't know. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! What are you pressing? The kitchen is open for you to eat whatever you want. We go grocery shopping every Monday, so be sure to add your favorites to the list right here when we go grocery shopping. Every Tuesday we have Fan Jam, where everybody come in and we have a community meal, so we feed you every Tuesday. We either cook something or we order in something to eat on Tuesdays.
Alright, so over here is like our wall of art supplies. There's literally everything from magazines to glue and tapes if you want to make bows or something like that. You've got it. Lots of paint, tons of paints, different types. We definitely have like acrylic. We've got some, I think there's watercolors in there. And if we don't have anything, you can always talk to the staff member. We'll put it on our list and hopefully get it next time, or maybe make it a part of our Maker Mondays. If you have any ideas for art, things that we can do together as a group, let us know. Maybe you can even lead it for us.
Hi, I'm Duncan, and I'm one of the relief staff here at the studio, and I'm going to tell you about the tables. So, our tables tend to move around a lot, but usually there is one big community table. It may look like everyone sitting there are all friends, but it really is just a place for you to plug in and get involved in an activity, a game, or a discussion. Most of the people sitting there started out on their own doing just that, and you'll find that it is a very welcoming group. If you're looking for a place to start, this is it.
At the studio, every Wednesday night, there is a night for queer and trans-identifying youth.
Youth from ages 13 to 21 can attend these workshops and activities that the studio hosts. Recently, in the last few months, we created a mural of all the youth that attend, usually create superheroes. So we have them all over the board, and then there's the villains. At these workshops, we respect everyone's gender identity, so we usually go around saying names and pronouns. And if you do screw up a pronoun, instead of calling you out, we call you in. You just have to correct the pronoun. It's very simple to follow. We also respect everyone who shows up, and we don't put people down ever. We have to respect everyone and be nice to everyone.
Respect means that we value everyone's experience and identity, and we don't allow language that diminishes people's identity, including racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, or other oppressive languages. In the recording studio, some people's music includes oppressive language. It needs to be understood that impact is greater than intent. How you say a word isn't always how it's received by someone, especially if that word has ever been used to oppress them or others. It's in this that we ask people to refrain from the use of the N-word or the B-word or any other oppressive language in their music. If your music does contain these words, it's important that it does not reach the rest of the space in any way, including when you're recording and when you're playing back.
Violence is free exploratory. It's like if you're inside the studio, you are allowed to say swear words, like for example fuck, but you are not allowed to say fuck you to someone else, because that's very offensive to someone. And about touching people, you have to be aware your surrounding. You have to ask permission before doing something to someone else. And also if you play like horseplay or fighting, something like that, just like it's not allowed in the studio.
Very serious allergies in the studio to scented products, so we just ask that you try and avoid using them.
Weapons and alcohol are not allowed to be in the space, but if you want to use it, you can go outside and go far away, but when you're done you can come in for some popcorn.
So the staff are here to help you get fed, make art, complete your projects, but we're not here to clean up after these things for you. So if you made a mess or helped make a mess, we ask that you clean it up and leave the studio as you got it.
We're totally cool with having youth come through the space a few times to get a feel for what the studio is all about without registering. If you want to get TGC tickets or access some other parts of the studio, we will ask you to register with some basic information. This information is always kept confidential and it's used to serve you better.
I'm Peter Noonan, the studio's program coordinator, and I approve this message.